Much of northern Poland, the area once known as Prussia, is at or below sea level. It is marshy land, laced with rivers and dotted with lakes. It is also blessed with an abundance of produce, of forest and field, both natural and cultivated. Not surprisingly, the inhabitants of the area learned early on how to utilize its soggy nature to facilitate travel and transportation. Over the years, many canals were built throughout this region, but the most unique one, and the only one still operating, was the Overland Canal built between Elblag on the Gulf of Gdańsk and Ostroda, which is 50 miles southeast of Elblag and 325 feet higher. The need for a canal through this area was long recognized, and the prospect of tying together the chain of 6 lakes between Elblag and Ostroda was tempting, but the rugged terrain here was deemed unsuitable for traditional locks. The Industrial Revolution that swept through Europe during the early 19th century brought with it new ways of doing things, and the canal, which had been a dream for so long, suddenly began to take shape. Inspired by the Morris Canal in New Jersey, with its system of water-powered incline planes, local engineers drew up plans for a waterway using 5 incline planes and 4 traditional locks. Work began in 1844 and was essentially completed by 1863, although expansions and improvements continued for many years after that. The canal was developed for freight haulage only, and it was not until 1912 that tour operators began using the system. Today, the freight traffic is long gone, but the system survives as a popular tourist attraction and as the only canal system of its type still operating in the world. We rode the canal on a lovely June day in the year 2000. After a hearty breakfast at our campground, we took a brisk walk along the canal to the boat docks, where we boarded our boat and waited patiently for the tour to begin. Actually, we elected not to do the entire trip, which takes 11 hours, but to ride only as far as Modlity and return to Elblag on the afternoon train. This would include the 5 incline planes, but not the 2 surviving locks. At last we are underway, returning the way we had just come by foot. The 10-foot-long fishing poles favored by the locals are quite impressive.
We'll come back and have fish fry tonight.
Nowadays it's very hard to get the permit to pump any place else than in the designated pumps. Maybe in Colorado you are easier. We agree with that.
Not somewhere else.
You could knock that bridge down. Yeah.
Just south of Elblag is the broad but shallow Lake Druzhno, a spectacular bird sanctuary. And now we approach the first ramp at Suni.
Zeszliśmy na drabinkę.
Trochę ziemi będzie.